So YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So I've been very quiet on here recently. I think the last video I did was the Margate photo shoot. I'll go into detail where I've been, what I've been doing and stuff like that. But first we're just going to start with a topic that I asked on Instagram if people want me to cover, and they did, and it's just regarding refeeds and cheat meals and my opinions between the both. So these are clearly all my opinions. You know, if you think any different, let me know. Everybody has a different idea on these kind of things. So let's get So before we go into all the detail of what I think a refeed and cheat meal is, I think we'll just touch base on the two scenarios that a PT or an online coach could face. So you've got a lifestyle client, which is an everyday client, probably a mum of 4 who goes to work 9 till 5, maybe a dad, just a general everyday person who just likes to go to the gym to get fit. That's a lifestyle client. And then we've got a competition client or an athlete, somebody who's looking to perform at a pretty high level or just compete in a competition. So I'll try going into detail for both scenarios. However, we'll start with what I think a refeed actually is. So in my opinion, a refeed is where you increase the calories, maybe for a short period of time. Maybe you're coming out of a show, maybe you're just trying to take the calories back up, maybe for a day or so. I think a refeed is where you increase the macros and the calories throughout a day. So, you know, you might increase by 10 grams every carb meal, or 5 grams every protein meal, something like that. So I think, in my opinion, that's what a refeed is. So if we were looking at a competition client for a refeed, they'd probably do this going into a show, just try and fill out a little bit. So they might go on to like a carb refeed a few days prior to the show, or they might use it after the show just to try and get the calories back up, so they're not, you know, whacking all these calories in and the body just can't handle it. A competition athlete probably look at using a limited sources of foods, especially carbs. Try and stick to the carbs that your body's used to. If you know, if you've been eating rice cakes or rice as carbs for the last 15-20 week, you know, if you change that to white potato, especially going into a show, your body might not be able to know what to do with it or handle it. So for a competition athlete, you know, a carb refeed is pretty normal, especially going into a show and coming out of a show. So touching on a lifestyle client, I mean, I like to do this with my online clients and PT clients. So I like to bring my clients' macros and calories actually back up before we finish a 6-week, 10-week online training program or whatever it is that they're in, that they've bought at the moment. So I like to do a refeed towards the back end of their plan. So I'll be looking to increase just general foods. You know, there's not a lot of limit for a lifestyle client. Obviously you keep it nutritious, but they're not so limited, because throughout their time with you and throughout their program, to keep them interested, you should have been looking at possibly using various carb sources, protein sources, fat sources. So they're not very limited, unlike a competition client where they might have been limited for, say, 15 to 20 week. So now I'm going to go into what I think, in my opinion, is the difference for a cheat day, again for the competition client and the online lifestyle client. So between the competition client and the lifestyle client in this scenario, they're kind of both similar, because you might use it for the same reason. So you might use this as just one meal, and let the client, the competition client, lifestyle client, have a bigger like dirty food meal. Instead of just saying add 10 grams of carbs throughout the day, you might say to them, right, well, you know, end of the day, go get a McDonald's, go get a cheeseburger, you know, and that's what a cheat day is. But normally it's just one cheat meal. It's not normally a day, but normally one cheat meal just to try and fill up the. So like I said, it's normally just one meal. You know, it's not really a cheat day. If someone had a cheat day, they'd probably be throwing up by the end of the day because the body just can't handle it. There's obviously no restrictions, like I said before. And the differences between a cheat meal and a refeed, in my opinion, is where you're looking to increase the calories and the macros in that one meal instead of spreading it out throughout the day. So for a cheat meal, I use these especially with online clients, lifestyle clients, for three main reasons. It kills any cravings, it avoids any slip-ups, and it also prevents them from constantly thinking about the food that they want. So if a client texts me and, you know, and they say, oh, I really want a Mars bar, I really want a Kit Kat, a McFlurry, whatever, if I know they've worked hard for a period of time and I physically know that they're struggling, I have before told clients just to go have a muffin or a Mars bar or just whatever they're craving, just to get out of the system, flush it back out, and then they can start fresh after that. And then in their mind, they know that they've had, you know, the craving, and obviously they've got to keep working hard, and if they keep working hard, they get another one. So finally, just touching on the two of them there, obviously they may come with a disadvantage, and that disadvantage may be that your weight increases. And I know a lot of people are hooked on the scale, but that's not going to be fat if you have a refeed or a cheat meal. It's just probably going to be water retention from the carbohydrates or whatever you've eaten. It's 99% not going to be £2 of fat just from a refeed or a cheat meal. So that's not something to worry about. It is quite regular and it's quite normal. But yeah, that's the disadvantage that a refeed or a cheat meal does carry. So now I've waffled on about cheat meals and refeeds. I'm just going to tell you what's been going on recently with me. So as it stands, I am 9 days out from the Pure Elite World Championships, going in with the pros for the first time. When I competed in Manchester, I had a coach. Now I'm not going to go into coaches' names, their business names or anything. I'm just not into dropping names or anything like that. I had a coach, which you've probably seen from the last video. Worked out perfectly fine, you know, got the result that we wanted. I felt the time was right for me to change coaches. So after the competition, I changed coaches, and now I'm not going to slag this coach off because this coach has got really good results with other clients. But it just wasn't working with me. I don't know if it were different opinions or whatever, but at that period of time, it just wasn't working for me. And that kind of put me into a mindset of whether I wanted to compete at the World Championships or not. I went down a bit of a binge week, which could have quite heavily cost me in regards to, you know, results and stuff like that. But luckily I've managed just to rein it all back in, and you know I am ready to go on stage again. So that's why I've been quiet, because in my own head I didn't know what avenue I was going to take. But obviously I have decided to go into the competition with a lot of help and support from other people, especially other Pure Elite athletes that I discussed it with. So I did decide to go in. Like I said, I am ready to go on the stage, but that's just basically why I've been quiet, because you know I didn't know where I was going to go. I didn't know whether I wanted to compete. I didn't know whether I wanted to do this, you know, but I have decided to do it. So after I finished with the coach, after we went our separate ways, I have actually coached myself, and I am quite happy with how it's gone and the results I've got. So now we're just going to look forward. You know, we're 9 days out, and we're just going to go to a competition and just give it his best shot. You know, take the result as it comes. Obviously, everyone goes there to win, but we'll take the result as it comes. But yeah, 9 days out, so we'll be going there a week on Saturday. Well, actually, I'm going down next week, but the show's a week on Saturday. So yeah, that's everything for this video. You know, we've talked about refeed and cheat meals, and where I've been and why I've been quiet. I am going to start doing some more vlogs. I put it to a vote on Instagram. If you don't have me on Instagram, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I'll put my username in the description below. But yeah, I did a poll on Instagram whether to keep vlogging or not, and a lot of people seem to vote yeah. So I'll just bring you what I can. I'll try to bring you some training sessions. But yeah, I hope this information has been useful for you. Like I said, it's all my opinions. You might have a different opinion. You might do stuff differently. You know, we all do stuff differently in this game. So it's just all my opinions. So thanks for watching me waffle on anyway. And keep watching the channel. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.